I'm Cobra Rhodes, and I want to welcome you to the best damn arm wrestling show the world has ever seen.
Yeah. And you're here with resident Waganian from South Arizona.
Scott Wynn from Southern California.
I'm here with Scott Wynn from Southern California.
Yeah,
Southern
baby.
California.
What? Well, what's up, Gary Roberts? Yeah. Sorry, Reza. Got to get mixed up for a second.
Terry
Why-
Roberts?
Why you
Yeah.
bringing up Gary, man? I don't need no head.
Hey, love
Yeah,
that guy, man. I love that guy.
Scott, you got your cum shot? Let me get Reza's shine.
Hey, so Bob Brown
Give me the line, Reza.
posting videos about every rule that exists in the history of arm wrestling. Thoughts on that from both of you guys?
Outstanding.
Cobra?
I don't know anything about what you speak of.
Well, you
I've
don't
never worried. Listen. Arm wrestling is sport. This is Bushido, the way of the warrior. The athletes know what's fair. Guys leave the table with titles, knowing they got away with something. I've never done that. Have
Hallelujah.
you?
a crazy question.
Hallelujah.
Talking
Love that.
about titles, back when you won titles, what is the most stacked class you've ever seen? How many people were in the most stacked class throughout your whole career? 50 people, 40 people, 30 people, 60 people?
61, 62, 24.
Yeah, some of the WAF events were thick. Brother, there was a time where I would show up at like those AAA nationals, and I wouldn't tell people what weight class I was showing up at because I wanted to pull more hands. So I mean, your basic tournaments and such, any show I went to, I would try to pull 2, 3, 4 class, as many as they would let you, just to bang, and there was a little bit of cash to pull to, extra mustard on the hot dog. You always wanted that. So the numbers didn't matter. You win quickly. You do it as efficiently as you could, and that's what you did to be a T-Rex in the game.
Rex?
How do you win? Explain that. How do you win? I love this.
When anytime for me myself personally.
Well, I heard you. I heard you give some advice on how to win.
Yeah,
Recently,
I mean,
and you said
there's a
pin.
basic thing.
You said pin him to the pad.
Yeah,
That was it.
I mean, this is the thing, brother. If a guy has you in trouble, all you have to do is pin him.
There you go.
That matters.
The funny thing is, Scott, is Cobra and me have been talking this joke for fucking like 5 or 6 years. I asked him some shit
No
a long
joke,
time
Reza.
ago. And
No
then
joke.
I asked him and he goes, just pin him, Reza. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Is this a joke? And he's like, nah, just pin him. I'm like, oh.
This is the way to solve all of your problems
Just pin him.
in that match, especially that match. If you're in trouble,
Yeah.
if you're in trouble in a match, what are you gonna do?
Gotta pin him.
Why'd you show up?
Not to get pinned.
I mean, say no at the bottom. Say no at the bottom. If you're in a bind, you gotta say no.
Tony almost said no today. Right-handed.
No, no. Well, and that's good. That's good for these North Americans to see
Yeah,
because Tony, since he's got big and strong,
of course.
he's walked like T-Rex.
Yeah.
All of his career, he was a velociraptor.
Yeah.
And since Game of Arms and the WAL thing, he showed up like Andromedus Rex.
Yeah,
Andromedus.
dude. You know what? Hey, Reza, see while we're talking, see if you can look up that match with me and Tony Katowski. It's on my page too. But just to show the contrast from when we pulled to him now at this tournament that he just pulled at.
Yeah, did you see? You know, one thing I know, I was Uncle John and I were on conference as I took notes for all of them. I'm gonna release on my page, but maybe I'm lazy with this tic tac thing. But I noticed his forearms look like Arnold Schwarzenegger wished he had them.
They're pretty big.
They were pretty fucking good. His left one, the setup, because he's sitting up almost right in, and his off arm looks like who's the boy that has a lousy jab, but everyone's gonna buy his fight? Mountain or Thor.
Yeah.
He looked like those boys.
Right
He
there.
looked like Dennis the Plankoff.
Hey, yeah. Those shirts were a little large on those guys too. I don't know if you noticed, but they're wearing like,
you know, I mean, they're the itty bitty titty committee, right? Anywho,
so yeah.
listen, just ridiculous forearms. I'm looking at it going,
Yeah.
no one breathing can beat this guy. And that little skinny kid from Bulgaria showed me everything that brought me into the sport.
Yeah.
That guy filleted Tony.
Yeah, I had a pretty high expectation of him once I saw it was one of Crosmere's training partners.
Yeah. No doubt about that.
As soon as I saw it was Crosby's training partner before the match even began, I was like, Tony's in a world of hate, dude.
Not Krod, that was Svetan's kid. Svetan Gashevsky's kid
Okay.
that sliced up Tony. Svetan Gashevsky is one of the most dangerous arm wrestlers ever to walk the earth. And people don't even appreciate his name because they don't know. They weren't here. There's no, I'm sure there's video. I'm sure his nation has a video of every match he's had. I just don't. I just live from
Memory.
this. You know, I wish I had a camera for all of my matches. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah.
Especially in the snap face day. Yeah, but I don't, so I'm over it. I will. I'll fuck with y'all though.
Lori Cole pull up videos, and there are other people that'll pull up videos from OG archives, and eventually there will be a more clear picture of the past.
I'm good, bro. Master, I'm good. I don't, you know, I'm not here to blow myself. I could.
You've been
That's what we heard. That's what we heard.
Oh, wait a minute, Saturday night. I'm tired. Been a long week, boys. I mean, depending on the what's the account? Not GoFundMe, go fuck me account. I need some.
That's hilarious, dude.
They got them, boy. Hey, listen. Hey, you see them hose box? Hey, give me one of them Paul boys. Give me one of them Paul boys. Either one of them.
Paul boys.
Reza. That boy fought Mayweather, made 30 million.
Oh, here it is. So this was in Minnesota, just back in was it I guess it would have been late November, I think.
That's still a big Tony.
Oh, he was thick here, dude, but
Yeah.
Roman beats him at this tournament, bro. You can show that next too if you want, Reza. But yeah, Roman actually beats him at this tournament. It was pretty impressive. And I no excuses, but I'm pretty fatigued right here. I worked a 60-hour week holding power tools all week, all the way up until Friday.
I don't care.
And then I didn't check I checked in at 2 a.m, didn't sleep a wink. Got up, did like 5 rails, and I was ready to go.
Scott with the book of sugar.
But
Boy,
could you
the 80s,
imagine?
I don't miss the 80s, son.
I bet.
Tony was definitely big then, and he's big now. But
What's that, Daddy?
that kid had tendons. Something
That kid was thick. Yeah, no, that kid was thick. I just thought like the first pictures I seen of him side by side, and it could have been the angle of the camera. I was like, wow, this dude's bigger than Tony, you know? And
No,
then
that kid looked like a basketball player. But I'll tell you what, he was a surgeon on that table, and his shoulder, he reminded me of a Kevin Bongard with good technique.
yeah.
He reminded me of a Kevin Bongard with a hand.
Yeah, I really liked his left hand top roll.
He's really got nice length, and his pop. I mean, dude, listen, I ain't been fast in 20 years. They should call me slow, bro. Really.
Careful, man.
You know what I'm saying? I think about it though, bro.
No, that's the
I
same.
ain't been fast in
I
20 years.
was telling Scott that earlier. I was like, Tony's getting older, and that kid's in his prime, and his neurons are just
Tony's not,
signals
no,
like that.
there's no excuse there for him though. Tony's stronger than he's ever thought he could be.
Yeah,
You understand what I'm saying?
yeah. Yeah, he
Tony's
definitely-
stronger than he ever dreamed he could be.
What was the weight class, Reza?
Esther.
Rez, what was the weight class for that? Anyways, I don't know.
Probably like 86 kilos, somewhere in there.
Be strong. That was the be strong weight class.
Yeah, maybe 86 to 78 kilos.
They,
somewhere.
none of those guys were emaciated. None of those guys were dehydrated. No one.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, they're all.
Not one person on that stage was dehydrated with a WAF official up their ass. They just happened to be called to have to answer to clean arm wrestling. That means keep your elbow on the pad and pin your opponent. That's not a problem in my eyes.
What happened? What do you think happened with Herman and Efe?
That dude walked in there like he was Godzilla and King Kong had a kid. Godzilla and King Kong had a kid, and Herman Stevens fucked up and dialed his number. You know? And King Kong's kid's like, oh, really? You gonna come over here to see me? Hurry up.
That's great.
Hurry up. My sponsors want to see this match. That, I love Herman to death, but that's what, I mean, that guy was, and I just saw one little blurb of something, and it was like a highlight, I don't know if what do they call them? Fish hooker, cat fisher or something, a troll person said, it was like a quote of Herman's picture, and it said, I think I've been set up. Did you guys see that?
I want to say I saw something, but I can't.
I didn't watch any video or something. I have things like in my real life that I have to do. So I didn't like click on it, but I saw it and I was like, cute. Man. Anywho, but I understand whatever that was before the match. That was like a half day before the match. And now I'm like, oh, I can understand if Herman feels like he was set up because he just had, what do they say? Hey, we're going to have you come over here and beat a guy that sucks.
Hey, but Joshua won his match.
Josh kicked ass, bro.
Joshua.
Josh Grant, silver medalist.
Joshua.
Joshua Grant.
Who that?
Josh Grant. Josh is from, he's from your side over there, east side, brother.
Oh,
Reza?
congratulations, Joshua.
Yeah.
We look, USA. We- well, thank you, Joshua.
Oh shit! Yeah, he won a match and Sarah won a match. I believe those are the two.
Oh, I saw Sarah. Listen.
City.
Sarah looked very, very strong.
Yeah, she was.
I don't know who the fuck Joshua is.
I don't know where you've been, but Sarah's been looking strong.
And Joshua beat Sarah in a slow hook.
I don't think that's happening. Probably not, man. There's a picture of her.
All right, then. So why are you fucking with me with Joshua then? What? He can't beat Sarah in a slow hook. You fucking you got me out the corner and you talking about.
Be careful.
Marvin.
Can you beat Sarah in a slow hook?
Listen, if Sarah's husband was so buff, Sarah gets beat up. Marvin Cohen said, "You guys have 3 more minutes."
Yeah, go Marvin.
Speaking of which, have you talked to Marv lately?
Say it again.
Have you talked to Marvin lately?
Yeah, almost every day, brother. At nauseam.
Love
The
that
last
man.
time
dude.
I saw Marvin, we saw Forrest Griffin.
He's a great man.
True
A great
that.
man. I love him. Womb to tomb.
We
You
were
know,
at UFC headquarters.
you can pick your friends. You cannot pick your family.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I'm stuck.
UAL.
FTG
FTG
for life.
for life. So tell us about your channel a little bit. So it's Cobra Rhodes.
Yeah, something.
At
Yeah,
Yahoo. At YouTube.
Cobra Rhodes. Yeah. YouTube. Yeah. Real crazy. You want to have something really super funny? My buddy, you guys know, our master, because you remember I remember you back when you were working with Uriah Faber before he was champion.
Exactly.
But I've known Randy Couture since he was a kid. And I did an interview with Randy Couture and Uncle John. I did a 2-piece interview. Not even 500 people have watched it on my channel.
We gotta make that change, because the reality is there's a history.
It's okay. It's okay. We've got big news coming in a couple of me. No, just we're gonna be doing some promotion with Randy with his foundation. We're gonna do a show. I'll tell the folks on your channel. More folks will probably understand it. But
Maybe.
we're gonna have big news coming up here in the next 2 months. You guys are privy to it, and thank you for keeping the confidentiality. Otherwise, I would lose my contract.
Absolutely.
So,
That's awesome.
yeah, gangster.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
So what do you think the secret is then for this YouTube thing? Because we were talking about it earlier.
Oh,
We
I
know-
have no idea. The formula, I have no idea. There's a lot of wanksters out there. I see that.
Yeah.
I see bums with 1 million views or something. I don't,
Bougie sells.
I'm just having a little fun. Let's share.
Yeah.
Let's share a little bit, because no one's promised tomorrow. We might as well record a little bit. We might as well record a little bit. And my kids got me into the YouTube snap face thing. So yeah, my 11-year-old really pushed, and his mom, they're like, well, he's never seen me. He's seen video, his friends show him stuff of me. So he's seen it all now. I think he's seen more than me.
That's cool.
That's kind of brought me back into closing my hand a little bit.
Oh,
And
yeah.
that's why I married up with Uncle John. I grabbed his ass quick. You see how slick I did that?
Yeah. I'm
I
sure
grabbed
he
the-
was. I think he feels it
grabbed
the other
the
way
boy.
around.
Hey, I grabbed the guy. No, I reached out to him.
Yeah.
I
No, I'm
snatched
saying
him up.
he got a lucky catch too. Mhm.
Well, they gotta
Thanks.
feed off of each other. That's the beauty in it is, but it'll help Cobra spike his channel because he has content that's endless.
Oh, yeah.
Now on Cobra's phone, he's got some crazy footage from a bunch of fucking crazy shit that has been experienced by pretty much half of the arm wrestling community.
That will not be on YouTube, Master. Thank you.
That's a different channel altogether, right?
Quiet time.
Yeah.
Quiet time.
Woo.
Yeah. Luckily, all my old phones, they look like this. It's like,
I don't have a phone. What's that?
it's like,
What's that?
and then like,
Back screen.
Never seen one of
like
those.
that. And then
How much for that one?
like that. and
How
then
much,
just
how
like
much for that one?
I got a few
They're all-
watch.
But that's what happens when you rock climb in sweatpants.
So Cobra, when do you think you're gonna pull next? Any
Scott
idea?
and Reza. Scott and Reza. Pardon?
Night. Night. When do you think you're going to pull next? When's gonna be your next match? Any estimation, like
Oh God. No,
guesstimation?
no. I've got a training session tomorrow. Actually,
Uh-huh.
we're gonna roll the camera a little up. It probably won't make the page because I'm just listen, bro. You know when I used to be fierce, like a ferocious competitor. I want to get my pain threshold up so I don't FTG. You
Right.
know.
Yeah.
I want to come in there like that because I can't. I mean, I know my hit will probably never be that whiplash that you saw 30 years ago, but I know I can out arm wrestle all of these bums.
Yes, sir.
Arm wrestle. I'm not strong enough, anywhere near strong enough.
Yeah. I hear you.
Now you think, did you see that big muscly Tony, Wisconsin
Kutowski.
Katowski?
Kutowski.
Okay. Big muscly. And you watch that skinny boy slice through him like butter, right?
Anyone's
You
kidding
know what
me.
that little skinny boy would do to me? He would retire me for good.
Sushi. It'd be sushi slices.
So I know I'm
Cobra. It would be a
solid
Cobra roll.
years from that, but I need four months of pain. If I can embrace the pain, I'll beat them all.
That's
think
a,
it's
that's a
smart.
gimme.
I think a smart me picks my own matches and keeps it at 165.
That's
So I
a-
don't have to pull that kind of hatchet.
Sure, I agree with that. I like that. Pulling the same guy 5 times if needed.
No, I'd rather just pull a tournament at 165 or a super
Oh.
match would be easy. I'm not
Oh,
gonna
that's-
pick top dog coming
Right.
into the game. Do you want to see me pull or no?
Yeah. Well, I
But
thought that's what you were saying.
I threw my hat in the ring in Michigan because I had just flown back from Miami into Chicago and it worked out. I had no desire to arm wrestle. I just, Uncle John's got my blood pumping a little bit. And I'm going to close my hand. I figured out the kid beat me in the hook twice. I separated. I get it. I haven't trained in 20 years, bro. I just show up and try hard.
Yeah, I know.
I'm going to train now. I'm going to train. I'm going to kick some teeth in. Fuck them.
Hell yeah, that's what I want to hear.
Fuck them. Yeah, I'm going to bang. And I'm going to document it on this you face
Your face.
too.
Cobra is king.
Easy.
There we
Old
go.
school. What's this? Paris. Mario Dore.
Oh shit.
King Carlson.
That's Mario at 106. I was 165. He was 185 back then. That's the first time I cracked Brazink's hand this tournament. I am the
Right.
strap.
You don't need no stinking strap though. That's the thing.
Yeah, I think we got a slip there, but I just didn't. I don't.
Yeah, he's
I'm
trying so
still
hard to
forcing
get
the
out of
issue.
that hand.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he didn't want no part of fucking.
Cobra did everything he could to keep him, and that's what's funny. He almost fouled himself. That's what happens a lot. Trying to hold on to somebody trying to run away, and then you foul because you're trying to hold on to him.
I don't foul.
That was definitely.
Leave no question in where your direction was going on that slip, you know, that can get you.
Yeah. Yeah.
That can get you if the ref's crooked.
Got me.
Just forcing the issue, slow motion, force the issue. Shove it into him. You know, make pain a friend. People aren't friendly with pain like
When you
gang
twist the hand backwards and you start playing mercy
Fucking
with
love
it.
this shit. See, watch this fucking magic, bro.
Well, you have to, sometimes you have to say no.
Well, you're not, yeah, you're not trying to take, that's what we were talking about earlier, taking more than you need and keeping that dude in your hand.
Well, just absolutely trashing his wrist. I mean, something.
Yeah, fuck yeah,
Making him pay for it. Exactly. There you go, boo. Woo. Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's so
Well,
funny.
Mario was very, very strong guy.
Yeah.
You have to understand Mario Dore. Ask Gary Goodrich. Ask those guys. Ask Christian Goye. Ask Sylvain Perron.
Canada? Where are they from? Where are they from?
Canada.
Yeah.
Mario Dore, Canada.
Well, I remember Gary, what was it? Gary Cheney? What was it?
Paul Cicchini.
Cicchini, Paul Cicchini, dude.
Yeah. Paul,
He was a bad little dude.
Yeah, that show as well.
Yeah.
Oh my
Oh.
God. Forearms are, dude. Can you see it? It's like, I'm like, so I'm playing with myself. Where you got? I can't see myself. Here, bro, my shit.
Damn.
Look at my little elbow. Look at my booger.
Nice.
Hey,
But
Cherry.
like it feels, it's like bad, but it's kind of fun. Now I can see you guys. Hey guys. Functional.
functional.
It's just been over 3 weeks since I've had surgery on my arm. And you can see I'm able to, I haven't been wearing my brace the last 3 days. My arm pretty much straightens as much as my other arm. Hands coming back. 3 weeks, bro. Not bad, huh? 3 more weeks? Huh?
3 weeks surgery. I'm not impressed. You ready to arm wrestle? Or?
Hey, that's what I'm saying, bro. I'll be ready when you're ready.
Let's throw a couple grand on there, old boy.
Lefty.
Huh?
Let's do it, Lefty.
Why don't you win some of that money I got off your brother back in the 80s? I know he's mad at me.
Back in the 80s.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
were
yeah.
the Baxter's tournaments after Over the Top when Marvin Cohen moved me out to LA. They had the Baxter's World Championships.
Oh yeah, I won that, dude.
There was
Actually,
I won a few classes.
yeah, that was awesome, dude. That was a great
I
little
won
series.
a lot of money at those shows.
Dude,
Right after Over the Top.
those were during the week, Reza. Right?
During the week.
It was fucking awesome, dude. Evening at the
I put
bar.
Rick Zumwalt out there.
Dude, tell him about Rick Zumwalt. Is that funny?
I pulled you. Did you remember those matches, Scott?
Oh yeah, I remember.
I pinned Rick Zumwalt out there at those matches.
I used to pin Rick
That
Zumwalt
was a
all the
weekday
time.
tournament, $600 first place.
Yes, sir.
$600 first place weekday tournaments. They had them like every other week.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah, and it was all along the coast.
Classes,
All the
like 4
Baxters, all the
I never
Baxters
go
on the
last,
West
but-
Coast.
I show up 2-3 classes a week. Here I come, California. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The old days.
The good old days. That was right after Over the Tops. The over the top show.
When was the first time you pulled Alan Fisher, Cobra?
I think it was like at a apricot festival or something, or
Maybe. Did you ever pull in any NAWA tournaments, National Arm Wrestling League, Arm Wrestling Association?
yes, but the first time I pulled fish face was back when I was back right before Gary fought pro. Back when we had going out to visit Bardell all the time. We went out to visit Rick Bardell 3,
Oh,
4.
then yeah, Apricot.
It was that
Apricot Festival.
apricot festival. I pulled
Yeah.
fish in a couple classes. We faced each other 4 times.
Yeah.
The first time we ever met. But and I
Those
went
were money
forward.
tournaments too, back then.
Oh yeah, those were
There were
good
money
shows.
tournaments.
That's when the Nelson boys were just teen boys, just babies.
Oh, yeah, they were still,
The Nelson boys, yeah.
they're still,
What do
Yeah,
you think about Tom Nelson coming back?
What's that?
Tom Nelson's making a comeback.
who?
So
Nelson. Yeah,
So-
exactly. He says he's gonna go across the country and beat everybody
not everybody.
to get a national title. That's not a national title,
You can beat everyone, but not everybody.
except
There's
Dave.
one person he'll never beat.
Dave, Devin, Matt.
The big gangster.
I don't know.
Travis?
I've spoken. Tom Nelson won't never beat me.
Is Travis going to arm wrestle again? Is the next question.
Who cares?
So,
Exactly.
So what? What is
Yeah.
this, a magazine show? What's going on? I mean, we want to talk about chicks drowning their kids in cars.
probably,
Why did
Cobra,
Chris Cornell do it? Why did Chris Cornell do
Cobra
it?
gonna take a super match with Alan for $50.
Big bucks. Arm wrestlers are hoes. First off, they don't trick themselves into believing they doing something worthy or mean something. They ain't naveling on a gnat's ass, but they're mad about something. Nobody give a fuck. Arm wrestler. You fucking kidding me?
oh, shit.
Evident, kid. You know?
Yeah, I'm an arm wrestler.
Yeah, arm wrestlers are bums. Anyway, hit the
Now-
ball straight. Hit the ball straight. You know, or do something goofy. Shoot up the supermarket. You probably make more money.
Crazy, huh?
Or
Now,
you can, you know.
going back to the last thing, which was the exploding hand technique.
Yes.
When Giannis experienced the exploding hand technique, what was your reaction? Give us your step-by-step explanation for
At the moment,
no,
at
just
the
for like
moment,
new
in
arm
my
wrestlers that might want to learn the exploding hand technique.
oh no, you have to feel and understand like control, not impatience, just control, muscle memory, crush.
Strangulate.
Now is that crushing?
Listen, the Lamentations. Arnold says it in the first Arnold. What's the Conan shits? You hear the Lamentations, you gonna cry. You know?
Conan.
It's like take away everything. This exploding hand technique, this Giannis is that's just at the time he was the 2-time WAL. Is that the league? Yes, Kaplan's league. WAL is
Yeah.
Yeah.
he was the
Yeah.
2-time defense, and he just ran into me that day. He made with the pressure of how I get down, it just didn't work out.
Yeah,
But it's the
definitely.
same. Nothing has changed from what I've done. There's nothing to figure out or some mumbo jumbo. I am the strap. and I lose that way as well. But I want to share the beauty of our sport, the technique, the possibilities. That matters to me, and that's what I left at. Really, I've done it more since my wreck. Before that, I was a wrecking machine, you know, destroyed people. But now I'm showing, well, before I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but I'm showing technique, I think, more than anything. Survival, on the survival mechanism.
Yeah, you have to
of
use
sport.
technique as the body atrophies.
The pimp's
That's
about to
beautiful.
stronger.
No, it's the reality. As we age, you have to utilize more technique to counter the strength and the speed because you're going to lose the speed.
I haven't
Huh.
done shit in 20 years. I have not beat up my body in 20 years. My wreck happened in 2001. I haven't beat up my body since. I've been a pussy since. Now I'm nice and chubby at 172 pounds with my shoes on. And I'm ready to, I'm ready to.
Tell me,
how do you-
tell us your experience with Edgin. Like when he came here